Number 5. LaLauries House, New Orleans. Located 3 stories high on Royal Street in New Orleans, the LaLauries House was once the envy of the city's high society. In 1831, a beautiful socialite by the name of Madame LaLauries purchased the house with her third husband, Dr. Louis LaLauries. Like many of the wealthiest members of society then, Madame LaLauries owned slaves, but she tortured and abused her slaves, day and night. Neighbors soon discovered she was a cruel woman when one of her own slaves set fire to the house. As the fire blazed, several people broke down the door to the slave living quarters as they pulled 7 severely maltreated and malnourished slaves from the building, 2 of whom later died from their mistreatment. 2 others were found buried on the premises. Over the years, the house has been bought and then quickly abandoned by the new owners because of the unexplained paranormal activities. Recently, during its renovation to high-end apartments, more of LaLauries' hidden graveyards were discovered within the floorboards. Number 4. The Schooner Hotel, UK. One of the most haunted hotels in and around the coast of Northumberland is the Schooner Hotel. Heartless violent massacres, numerous murders, and even its share of suicides are believed to be the main contributors to the haunted tales that surround this establishment, known as the most haunted hotel in Great Britain. There are more than 60 individual ghosts contained in and around the structure. If you do decide to stay here, you might want to avoid rooms 17 and 28, as grisly murders and ghostly apparitions seem to be as commonplace here as a warm cup of tea. People say that an entire family was murdered in room 28, but very few details have been released about this crime. However, workers and visitors have claimed to have heard loud screams, faint whispers, and other types of unexplained noises in and around the room. Many also claim that a young boy rides a tricycle in the area that is near to the room marked as 17. Dark shadows, unexplained knocks, and even individuals experiencing physical complications have been reported in room 17. Number 3. Edinburgh Castle, Scotland. Located on top of the famous volcanic Castle Rock, this historic royal castle is Scotland's most popular paid tourist attraction. This monumental Scottish fortress and military stronghold played a major role in many important historical battles, and as such, there are too many ghost stories in circulation to even put in this video. The sounds of a ghost drummer can be heard each night drumming away. He was once described and identified as the ghost of a boy, laughing and running around like a headless chicken. The dungeons, once home and torture chambers to numerous prisoners, is said to contain restless and fierce spirits haunting the castle, causing visitors to sense their presence and smell. In 1537, Jeanette Douglas, Lady of Glamis, was accused of using black magic with the intention of casting a spell to kill King James V. Her body was reduced to ashes on the castle grounds, while her son was forced to witness this brutal act. Visitors to the castle sometimes report hearing strange knockings on the walls and screams in the night. Maybe this was her spirit, we'll never know. Number 2. The Tower of London. Dating back over 9 centuries, the Tower of London is known as one of Britain's most haunted establishments, housing weird noises and high temperatures. Home to some of England's most notorious and sinister figures, this prison was residence to many who were hung and beheaded for criminal involvement. During the 19th century, Crown Jewel keeper E.L. Swift and his family were in the Martin Tower having dinner when they all saw a moving object. This apparition showed up and Swift swung a chair at it. It went through the chair and then vanished into thin air. In 1864, a soldier who passed out from fright after battling with a ghostly apparition was acquitted for neglecting his duty. 2 other soldiers confirmed his story. This place was so filled with unusual happenings that it intrigued the BBC broadcasting team, and they teamed up with specialized paranormal explorers to try and unravel some of the ghostly images and activities using special infrared cameras and temperature gauges. The results revealed these haunting claims were all true. Number 1. The White House. Home to numerous US presidents and government executives, this presidential palace is the world's most famous residence of unexplainable footsteps, weird knocking, slamming of doors, and even the sensation of cold chills, all reported by many government officials and workers. Many rumors have it that Abraham Lincoln had a strong connection with the spiritual world, having predicted his own death. He is reported to be the most frequent visitor to the assembly, walking the huge halls and loitering near the Lincoln headquarters, which was once his office during his reign as president. During World War II, Winston Churchill, former British Prime Minister, left the Lincoln bedroom after he dreamt the deceased president touching him in his sleep. One former seamstress worker reported she heard the laughter and felt the spirit of Andrew Jackson as he leaned over her while she was sewing linen curtains in his once bedroom. But not only presidents and first ladies roam this building. The haunted spirit of Annie Surratt, whose mother was murdered for connection to President Lincoln's death, can be heard at night screaming and knocking on the doors of the White House.